Scorpio, what's up, yo? We're going to do a reading for you. I'll do the best I can. I'm not going to be able to spend a lot of time editing, so you may have to put up with some bullshit. Me rambling on about craziness. But let's take a look, because Scorpio, you've been due for a reading for a little bit. Let's see what's up. Disclaimer. I am part Scorpio. My moon is in Scorpio. I like to think of your moon as your shadow self. The sun is your external. And beyond that, I really don't care. And you start getting into all this other stuff about like my rising is in Sagittarius. I have no idea what the hell the rising is. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes, things are definitely, there's a season. There's seasons of laughter. There's seasons of sorrow. When somebody passes away in our family, usually that kind of stuff, death happens in threes, they say. It's all conjecture. I mean, you can't be dogmatic because as soon as you think that things are so concise and it all makes sense on paper, and then something comes along and completely changes the whole game. Let's do a tarot reading for the wonderful sign of Scorpio. 3 more shuffles and let's begin. Holy Spirit, please give us of those born under the sign of Scorpio. 1 more shuffle. I may take them in the reverse, I may not. Depends on the context, depends on if it makes any sense or not. Sometimes I'll see a card and not even read what that card means. It may mean something to me at that time, and it becomes alive to me, and it may not mean a damn thing to another tarot reader. Give me a minute to look your cards over, Scorp. Underneath this reading, underneath the deck, was the 3 of Swords, and it's technically in reverse here. But even just looking at that, look, I feel it's just a shadow of something with this heartbreak energy. This heartbreak energy there, something hurt, something broke your heart. In the reverse, to be technical, if we were to really hold it down and say, okay, we got to take it. Okay. Now, this is why I don't do that, is because it doesn't, sometimes just the card itself coming out can infer 30 different possibilities as it is. There's something called context. And context is when we look at this card and we look at this card as to where you are at. So we got this going on underneath the whole thing, and where you are is 6 of Wands in reverse, which is a 4 fiddle energy. Okay, it can be that you're trying to heal yourself, and the challenge is the Devil card in reverse. Now, whether he's in the upright or in the reverse, it's not good, right? I mean, can we all agree? Hello? You don't have to be a tarot reader, do you? What does the Devil represent? Restriction, toxicity. The challenge is we know there's something that's not good for us. And so what I'm feeling here is you feel like quitting. You feel like giving up. And Spirit is going to remind you that you cannot give up. Now's not the time to give up, Scorpio. Stand in your power. The fight isn't over yet. As long as we live in this world, free will is at play. There are people that are going to be against us at times. In order for them to get ahead, they may feel that they have to mess with you, mess with your energy. But the challenge is we know that there's something that is not good for us. Now, underneath in your subconscious, this is to me a power couple. Now, Queen of Cups to me and the Empress is the same energy, very much the same energy. This is just the minor arcana of that same. The Emperor is the major arcana of the King of Wands, which is over here, but we'll talk about them in a minute. But either way, it's very similar energy. This is a father, this is a mother. Okay, so I feel that your father and mother have more to do with what is going on with you than you think. I know, like my kids, I see them do things that I did, but I've never told them, I've never shared with them that I've seen them do things that I have done, or respond to things and I responded the same way. You see what I'm saying? In other words, there are things that our progenitors do because it is in their blood. It's kind of like, you'll just see this. You see a family. I've got a lot of military in my family, especially Marines. It begins to be a big, it is a bloodline, and it can get passed on generation after generation, these kind of things. But there's something about that here, Scorp, is what I'm getting at. There's more. Maybe you didn't have a close relationship with your parents. And what you need to know is that one or two things is going on here. Either they are there, even though maybe they're on the other side, but they want you to know that they see themselves in you, and maybe you don't really understand that, but something's gonna happen, and Spirit's gonna open your eyes, and you're gonna see it. In the recent past, you came to a fork in the road, and you said, you know what, I got to make a decision. And you made that decision, and as a result of making that decision, you went to this 3 of Cup energy, this social energy. You decided to do this. You shared your cup with others, sharing emotions with other people outside of your own situation, which is beautiful. What lies before you is the King of Wands in reverse. This can be a individual that would normally make a decision, and they tend to be very determined. So in other words, when this person gets behind a cause, they are in all the way. King of Wands is Leo energy, I believe. This is fire energy. This is somebody that gets it done. They don't mess around. And this person is not doing that. In your advice, the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the 6 of Pentacles is about bringing balance, I feel, to something. It's the energy of paying and balancing the scales, possibly, with the person. You see, he's got the scales here, and there's 2 people, and he's giving money over here to this person. Possibly. Now, this person still has their hand out, saying, gimme. But this person, you, are giving your energy over here. Your Pentacles, time, energy, and resources. That's what Pentacles is. Okay? Spirit says, now it came out in the reverse. Okay, so I feel like Spirit's telling you in the sense that maybe you need to take a look at where you can put your money into some place in which maybe you hadn't put it in before, is what I'm feeling. So, invest somewhere else is what I'm getting. It doesn't mean you can't invest later, but right now, invest somewhere else. I'm just reading the cards. What's affecting this situation? External influences. 7 of Pentacles. Now we've gone from the 6 of Pentacles to the 7 of Pentacles. What's affecting this situation, external to you, is somebody is waiting for a return on an investment that they have made, or that they feel they have made. This is not you. This is somebody else. And it's affecting your situation, Scorp. Now get this. I didn't even see this until now. Look at all this Pentacle energy. You got the 6, you got the 7, and in your overall projected outcome, Scorp, you've got the 8 of Pentacles. Your most likely outcome right now in the next 30 days here is you are going to continue to work diligently. You see this person, they're working diligently. They're keeping their eye on the prize. So you don't do this unless you're willing to, you put the work in and you receive the blessing from putting that work in. Just like this person here external to you, they're waiting for a return. And this is the 7. This is not where a guy wants to. I mean, you don't want to be sitting there waiting for an investment, to get paid. You need, yes, you want to wait and get paid and so forth, but you also want to continue to work to keep them dividends coming in, right? To keep the benefits coming in. You never stop, right? You keep your head up, Scorp. This is where you are right now, and I feel you're trying to recover. You're recovering from a broken heart, and you don't feel like fighting anymore. You feel like you can't do it anymore, Scorp. I understand it. I'm there with you, man. I promise you I'm there with you. Sometimes you feel like you can't do it anymore, and you just have to say, Lord, I can't do this on my own. If you think you can, we'll go for it. I don't know about you, but I know I ain't big enough. I know I need help outside of me, and so I call on my Yeshua. You got to do you, whatever that is for you. But you're going to be okay. You're going to continue to be diligent. You are going to continue to put the work in. Don't give up, Scorp. Keep your head up. Keep propelling forward. If you found yourself getting resonated with this message, hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you could be alerted when I upload new videos. And with that, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.